back to the Road to Good Cooking. I hope you all had a wonderful 4th of July weekend. And today I'm going to be making another delicious recipe from my favorite jam book. And I'm going to be making mango pineapple jam. Sounds good, doesn't it? And one of the things that I was a little concerned about was the sweetener in this recipe. It called for 3/4 cups of monk fruit sweetener. I don't have monk fruit. I've never tasted monk fruit, so I don't know what it is. And it's 114 degrees today, and I wasn't about to go out to the store. And I did reach out to my friend Shelby over at Pomona's Pectin, and she replied back to me today. Thank you, girl. And she said that I could substitute the monk fruit for regular cane sugar because that's what I have. So one thing I do love about all these recipes in here, it's clearly stated that you could use any kind of sweetener that you want in the quantity that you want. So if you want them a little bit sweeter than what the recipe calls for, just add more sweetener. But I don't want to add any more sweetener, so I'm going to be using what the recipe calls for, which is 3/4 cups of sweetener, and I'll be using 3/4 cups of cane sugar. Now, you remember in the last video where I made the low sugar blueberry jam and the orange marmalade jam, and I told you that the orange marmalade really didn't have a strong orange flavor the day that I tried it, but the next day when it sat overnight and I tried it on that piece of toast there, the orange flavor was more intense and it was super delicious. Well, it was super delicious the day before, but it was even much better the next day. So I know that my mango and my pineapple jam is going to be as good because I tasted the pineapple. The pineapples are super sweet. The mangoes are super sweet. And I have been buying a whole bunch of produce that's in season so I can have fresh jam all winter long. So, how you guys doing? Are you staying cool and hydrated? Like I said, today it's cooler today. It's only 112 today. We've been up to 118 last weekend, so 112 feels really, really good. So let's get started. I'll meet you in the kitchen in there. All right, I finally made it back to the kitchen. I stopped and got me a quick bite to eat because I knew this was going to be a project today. Not only am I going to make the mango pineapple jam, but I also had some mangoes left over because I bought a ton of mangoes. And I found a recipe in here for strawberry mango jam. So I'm going to be making 2 jams today. And what I've already done off camera, I mashed up my mangoes and I mashed up the strawberries. And for the mango pineapple recipe, I have the mango and the pineapple. In my pot here, I added 1/3 cup of the lemon juice and 3 teaspoons of the calcium water. And then I'm going to cook all that, and then I got my jars warmed up over here, and I'm good to go. So I'm going to do like I did before because the air conditioner's on and it's 113 degrees and it's too hot to have my air conditioner off. So during the time that the air conditioner's on, I'll just do a voiceover like I did in the last video. Alright, so sit back and watch me work like you always do. In this pot, I have 2 cups of the mashed mangoes and 2 cups of kind of diced pineapple. And I have it in a pot over medium-high heat, and I'm going to bring it up to a boil. Once it comes up to a boil, I'll be adding the cane sugar, which is 3/4 cups of cane sugar and 2.5 teaspoons of the Pomona pectin. And I'm going to whisk that all up together until it's well incorporated, and then I'll be adding it to my fruit here momentarily. Now, the next few steps are going to be pretty well self-explanatory, so just sit back and relax. all my jars are filled. Now I'm putting them in my pressure canner. I have my water bath canning set for 10 minutes, and that'll give me just enough time to get the strawberry mango jam started. And by the time this is done, it'll run for 10 minutes, it'll can for 10 minutes, then it'll cool off for another 5 minutes, and then I will take the lid off, set the timer for 5 minutes, let them sit in the water for 5 minutes, and then I'll take them out. So that gives me about 20 minutes to put my strawberry mango jam together and kind of clean up my mess a little bit as I go. Alrighty, so here we go. And here I'm adding some more hot water. I had some hot water left in my kettle, and I'm going to add that to my my canner here because I want the water to be an inch over the jars. And as you can see, it is definitely an inch over the jars. And I have one extra jar in there just to make sure nothing moves around. I wanted to, kind of tighten it up a little bit in there. So I'm putting the lid down, latching it down, and it's telling me to fill the jars, which the jars are already filled in there. So I'm going to just advance it over. It's going to warm up, and then it'll start canning, and then it'll start counting down. You know the drill. Okay, on to the strawberry mango jam. Now in this pot, I have a cup and a half of mashed mangoes and 2.5 cups of mashed strawberries. Now the recipe called for 2 cups of each, but I was a little short with the mangoes, so I just compensated by adding 2.5 cups of the mashed strawberries together. And I added the lemon juice and the calcium water to my mixture here. I have it over medium-high heat, and I'm just stirring it all together. And I'm going to bring it up to a boil. And here are my jars. What I did was I was thinking ahead. When I was warming up the jars, I just put like 10, I think I had 11 jars in my canner. So I warmed everything up for both projects. And, look at me, get smart. All right, and here is my sweetener. I have 1 cup of sugar here. And let's see, 2.5 teaspoons of the pomona pectin. And as before, I'm just going to whisk it all together until everything is well incorporated. And when my fruit mixture comes to a rolling boil, I'll be adding the sugar here shortly. I wish you guys had a scratch and sniff button. I tell you what, this smells so, so good. And when I was peeling and smashing my mangoes, I couldn't resist. I had to eat one, and it is so sweet. to cool. And while I'm waiting for that to cool, I'll clean up my mess. Done. I'm gonna let it sit for 5 minutes. All right, the first batch is done. Now I have the strawberry mango in the canner right now, and it should be done in 20 minutes or so. But anyway, I love the way this turned out. It looks so good. I cannot wait. Well, I've already tasted it, and it is really, really good. And here's the extra strawberry mango. That is my little sample, and I'll put that in the fridge. And here is the pineapple mango jam. It's really good too. Now I'm going to have to make me another loaf of bread. Being as the air conditioner's on, I covered it up with my favorite Cousin Linda kitchen towel. And we are done with the second batch. Unlatching the lid. And I'm going to carefully remove the lid away from my face so I won't burn it off. You know the drill. We do this all the time. And I love this, being able to open up the lid and see all the jars still intact. Nothing floating. That's a good thing. I let it set for 5 minutes after I took the lid off, and I'm just going to put it next to my other batch of jelly. And I think this was a pretty productive day. I got 10 half pints of jam done for the day, and I'm quite happy with that. Cover up everybody and let it cool off. And now it is time to start making my dinner. I made some chicken salad, roasted chicken salad a couple of days ago, and it's super delicious. The sprouts that you see on top of my romaine boat, that I grew those, let's see, about a week ago. And I love those in my salad. I put it on my sandwiches. I have it in my boats here. That's what I'm calling this, oven-baked chicken boats. And I have a few olives in the background there and a tomato. And I think this is the perfect way to end my very busy day. And if you want this roasted chicken salad recipe, let me know in the comment section. I'll be more than happy to make it again, because as you see, I'm out. And if you want me to record it, I certainly will and share this recipe with you. This is not your mama's chicken salad. It's super delicious too. And yes, you know me and my onions. Got to have a few more extra onions on the side here. There's plenty of onions in the chicken salad, but I just want to make sure I have enough onions, that's all. And you can't end the day without a nice glass of wine, and I'm drinking my favorite Chardonnay, and I just absolutely love this wine, and it's good with everything. What's your favorite wine? Okay, you know what time it is. Always give thanks to God for your blessings. And this chicken salad is so good. I had it a couple of nights ago, and I did have 2 slices of bread left, so I made me a sandwich, and it was absolutely to die for, delicious. And if you guys are new to my channel, thank you so much for stopping by. And I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up. And don't forget to leave me a comment if you wish, and share my link with everybody you know in the universe. You guys be safe out there, stay hydrated, and stay in faith. And I'll see you soon.